Oh, I know how that happened. It's because I had this in one of my backpacks, and the puppies went in there and got some. We're live, by the way. Just letting you know. Let me check some folks. Whoa, hello, Brian. Hello, Luxational Scribbles and Soils is actually Jolie. That's her second channel. Um, Let me plug in my phone. Katie, Andrea, Apple Blonde, Monica, Saya, you know, and oh my gosh. Okay. Hello, everyone. You're here in bed. Nice. That's where I was. I drug myself out of bed because if I stayed there any longer, we would be asleep. I took 2 Benadryl and 4 ibuprofen, and I'm going to take the rest of my medication. James, and Jen's going to tell you what we did today, what she made me do.
Is it Andre B?
Andrea B. Yep.
Tell me about that sweater. So the sweater is Queen of Sparkle. It's my latest acquisition. It's probably 2 years old. I think two
Seasons.
2 seasons ago. I got it on my buy sell trade, and I just had put we just had dinner, and I got butter on my shirt, and it was annoying me. And I had this one, and so I'm like, I'm gonna put on my new sweater because I haven't worn it.
I think
And it matches my pants better, anyways.
you could warm that. Oh no, it's too warm today, but
I was gonna wear it today, but it was too warm.
so pretty because she saw the upgraded version to this.
Girl. We went to okay. What we do? So we started the day thrifting, and I said, "Let's go eat breakfast." And Jackie's like, "No, wishy washy. Couldn't decide what she wanted." Okay, so it's been a minute since I've hung out with Mr. like this or kidnapped her for a whole day. Normally James is with us, but James is like, "I don't want to do that," and I'm like, "That's fine. I'll just kidnap Jackie. We'll be fine. We'll have fun." So, um, anyways, um we went thrift store shopping, and it was like in South Austin, so it took a while to get there, and
Yeah.
for me it's like that's kind of far. It was far in distance. It just took forever because of the traffic. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, it takes a long time to get anywhere out here. Anyway, so we went thrift store shopping. The first store was the most successful, and
that was
Jackie did not go in with me, and she was just like,
I have a time limit. I know myself. If I had gone in there, we would have died. I couldn't have done anything else. So Jen knows. Jen knows.
so I got this cup. I can't really see it, but it's Anthropology for $2. I have a coffee cup addiction. I use them in my classroom all the time, like all the time. And I got Jackie some treats for being so nice and hanging out with me. Show your treat while you're taking medicine.
Yeah. Okay.
So I got Jackie.
It's really cool. It's a quote from Walt Disney. It's a very pretty. I'm totally wearing that when I go to Walt Disney. Normally, I don't wear my Disney gear at Disney, but I'm wearing that one.
This one's so cute. It's like also generic Disney. It doesn't have any like dates on it or anything weird. A lot of things at the thrift are usually tailored, customized. I got this for Jackie too.
It's so cool. Look at this cup, guys. It says best dog mom. It's really pretty. And it has this really pretty color inside. It's just a great little mug. Best dog.
So I got this Coca-Cola shirt, which is really cool. It's because it's finished on the inside as if it should have been a
thermal.
No, it should have been inside out. It was made, I can't even read it. I want to say Pakistan. It's not a normal Coca-Cola product. It was probably just embroidered Coca-Cola, but I love Coca-Cola, and this was like the coolest little hoodie for $2. I was like, it's going home with me. My whole goal thrifting usually is to find a Coca-Cola item. That's why I spend so much time in the men's section looking for things. Because I never find Coca-Cola in the women's section. Ever. And then I had to have this shirt. Just had to, because I'm old.
Everybody here can relate to this. Back in my day, we had 9 planets. I think they renamed Pluto to a planet instead of a moon.
I don't know what it is now, but I just know this was really funny.
We
And I'm like,
we objected greatly. Everybody did. Like, Pluto is a planet. I don't care.
and I got this for Jackie, and I don't know where the CD case went to, but it's not in
It
here.
was in my bag. I stole it. So this is a sack root bag. It's a woven textile and it's really pretty, like a plastic. It's really very pretty. So it's like the green or the blue, and this is like the plasticky. The blue is plastic and the white is like a cotton thread. It's just really neat. And I always love the sack root because look at the interior. It was $11, y'all. $11. Yeah. Our pug is snorting at Jenny.
So I'm petting him.
Mhm.
This is Pugsley, right? I
Yeah.
can't tell them apart.
That is Pugsley. So we went thrifting, and that was the first stop. So second stop was a bus.
And then when I got in the car, Jack's like, "You've been gone for an hour." I'm like, "That's
Over an hour.
usually." I usually spend 2 hours in the thrift store, so I was just like,
Remember this? I'm like, what?
"We
What?
talked about it last night." Anyways, so we're driving to Salvation Army next, right? And so we stop on this random sketchy little thrift store, like honest to God, real thrift store, and it was sketchy.
There was a homeless man outside of it, and I saw people. He would open the door for people walking in, and I figured, okay, maybe he's just an employee on a break. No, he literally was just open the door for people, and 3 people out of maybe the 5 or 7 people groups I saw go in and out, 3 people gave him $1, which I thought, well, that's brilliant. That's an excellent way to panhandle. You're just, just by opening the door. So, but it was really expensive. The lighting was really bad. Most people who walked into the store did not walk out leaving with anything. So it wasn't very out of the 6 groups of people who I saw go in and leave, only 2 of them had actually purchased anything. So second thrift store is a bust. At this point, I'm getting hangry. So, like, Jennifer, we have food. So, like, well, let's go to one more little place because that was a little side stop on the way to the Salvation Army. So we go to the Salvation Army, and the Salvation Army is
bright and light and beautiful.
Had great furniture. Literally had great furniture. The clothing, slightly tragic. It's just the prices were a lot higher. It was weird that the first thrift, which was a thrift town, right? Thrift town, it's not donated. It's like they purchase and donate. It's 2 different things. And in that thrift town, they had this chair.
That was Salvation Army.
This is the Salvation Army. We kind of regret not getting this.
That's not focusing.
There we go. It's beautiful, but it's that woven tapestry textile that it's gorgeous. But she has 7 cats. See, all 7 cats.
And I also have a wingback problem. I need a pair of them. I do have a place for this in my house, but if you know me, I had to stop going to state sale shopping because there's literally not a square inch of my house that could fit another piece of furniture. I'm a case good fanatic. If it is a china cabinet, a cupboard, something to store something in, I own them. And I also like wingbacks, like a lot.
So by this point, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. We have not had food.
Jackie's hangry.
I have eaten the snacks. Jennifer had a bag of peanuts in the car. I ate the peanuts. And then I had the drink I had with me. At this point, we haven't had breakfast. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, I am at the point where I went to hungry to hangry. And I'm approaching angry. We have skipped hangry and we're right down to don't talk to me. I'm going to murder somebody. So we find this little food truck place, which we didn't realize was a food truck place. We go there and see that it's a food truck, and we're like, I don't want to die today.
It is really sketchy. And I'm looking into the area, following my GPS. I'm like, this is going to be really good or really bad. And we pull in, everyone's like, I don't trust the refrigeration system in that tiny little truck. I was like, it was a trailer, not even a truck. It wasn't even a big one. I was like, there's no way we're going to survive that. Like people get sick.
So we ditched that place, and then we went to one of Jen's favorite places ever in Austin, and it's called it's in this little complex. There's Terra Toys, which is an independently owned toy store, which is a very rare and unique. And then there is the Dragon's Lair, which is a comic and gaming store. And then right next to that is an Indian restaurant, Hop Daddy's, which is a burger joint, and then there's this Vietnamese place, Pho Tin. And Jenny, every time they go to this complex, there's also a Conan's Pizza. Conan's Pizza is like an Austin thing, and so people really like it. So every time they go to Terra Toys and spend a mint, and I talk a mint, a fortune. I don't.
We really
You know,
like
the
toys.
only reason why you didn't spend a fortune today is because your family wasn't with you.
There was a million teenagers in the shop. I didn't stay very long.
Yeah, because normally it's a $200 trip every time they walk into that store. And I'm not talking they bought 50,000 things. They might have bought 5 things. It's just, it's a unique shopping experience in toys. They have wonderful stuff from all over the world. It's not just your generic Maytel item, you know. So anyway, I was like sitting in the car because we had lunch, and then, oh, in that shopping complex, because there's a Conan Pizza, Jennifer never gets to eat at the Indian or the Vietnamese restaurant. So we, being us, went to the Vietnamese restaurant. I loved it.
She really did.
I was starving, but I literally picked up the bowl of soup and drank the bowl of soup. It is a giant bowl of pho, but I had it I always get egg noodles if they have egg noodles instead of the rice noodles. And it is the same broth as the pho, but this lady, I swear she was 85.
Uh-huh. She had to be.
85. And we walked into this restaurant, it's hot.
Uh-huh.
I don't think this restaurant's hot because they didn't have an air conditioning. I think this restaurant was hot because that was her preferred temperature.
Agreed.
So we're in there having the most glorious food because I'm starving and hangry, and it's hot soup. It's 90 degrees in Austin right now. So I was like, perfect Asian happiness. And then I said, I'm going to sit in the car. You go do your thing. No, I'm not walking at the Dragon's Lair. No, I'm not going to the toy store. So my anxiety at this point is through the roof again. Jennifer pointed out that we needed gas, but never ever got it. And I'm sitting there idling in her car, looking at the gas go a little lower and a little lower, and the mileage shrink a little bit. And yes, we still had 130 miles to go, which is really just 2 gallons of gas, to be honest. But I was panicking. You don't understand. In Austin, you either have a gas station or there's none. You know, so I said, Jenny, my anxiety cannot take this anymore. You've got to stop and get gas, because she didn't want to get gas in my hood, because my hood is 40 cents cheap, 40 cents more expensive than Austin. So because we're off the beaten trail, and when you get off the beaten trail, everything costs more, right? So she was like, we're going to Austin to get gas. I'm like, fine, fine. So we're in Austin. We're in the middle of Austin. If anybody is familiar with Austin, it's on Brody Lane. We were nowhere near the Southwest by Southwest. How close is Austin to San Antonio? About an hour and a half.
But then there's traffic, so it's always longer.
Yeah. So it's really, honestly, at South Austin to the edge of San Antonio is only an hour. But once you have to go in or from the inside of Austin or go the inside of San Antonio, it's longer than that. Like where we actually ended up, if Jen had actually, we were all the way at the Domain. After we'd done lunch, we went to the Domain. I'm skipping a little bit forward, but if she had just gone home from the Domain, it would have been a 2-hour drive for her to get back to San Antonio, because of how far north and west we were at that point. Hello, Winnie. But anyway, so we get gas. The first gas station we go to, there's no gas. And
yeah, it was a 7-Eleven, and there was all the pumps were closed down.
My anxiety and stress. I had just read the Washington Post blurb that came out. If y'all haven't seen it, go look. Yeah, there's some news happening in the Red Sea. No, we're not talking politics, but some stuff happened. So I'm like, oh, great. Is this some kind of weird knee-jerk reaction? I know. Jen's like, you worrywart, you paranoid human. I'm like, anyway, so we don't go to that pump. We go to another gas station. We did get gas, thank you, Jesus, because you don't understand, if you're stuck, well, you might, if you're stuck in Austin traffic on the parking lot called 35, you can burn through that 100 miles worth of gas doing nothing. So Jenny was like, how is it that we're only going 3 miles? It's going to take 12 minutes. I said, because it's Austin. Oh my God. So I like my house to Gatlinburg for me.
What size is Winnie wear?
She's now down to a size 12.
No, her shoes.
Oh, shoes 8? Shoes
Oh, that
size
makes me
8, I
so
think.
sad.
Oh, wait. Did I miss something about shoes?
I'm cleaning out.
Oh, if I wish y'all could wear my shoes. Yeah, you wear a size 8, right, Winnie? Because I wear a size 10. She wears a 9, 9.5. Yeah. She wore my shoes today. Did you like them?
Mhm.
You can have them.
So
I literally
they're
haven't. I
pink.
have not worn them in 2 years, and they're called lemonade pink.
They're so cute.
They're called pink lemonade.
I do feel like
Or were they grapefruit?
when we were
She was 8.5. Yeah.
at where were we? The Domain?
Yeah.
First off, there's a pink building, and as we were driving past this pink building, I'm like, Jackie, what's that pink building? And by this point,
And I'm
a
like,
little cranky.
I'm a little cranky, guys. It's been a long day. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, oh, the ice cream museum, just like that. And Jen's like,
Can you go with me? Can we go? Can we go?
I said, no. Like, I am not going to the ice cream museum. So we get to the Domain. So the Domain is a mixed use type of environment. So there's high rise. It's maybe about 7 stories tall, and it's mixed use with high end stores and office buildings and residential. So it's a pain in the neck, but it is the most expensive part. This is the part of Austin that I hate going to. Jenny will go with me again though.
Great time.
She had a fabulous time. So we parked underneath the Neiman Marcus. It was a very nice Neiman Marcus. But anyway, you want me to keep talking?
Neiman Marcus, that layout hasn't changed in 20 plus years. It is the same decor inside, the same layout, the same setup. They have not updated, they have not modernized. I don't know why you think it's fabulous. It is.
I never no, it's not the layout. It's just that it's smaller. It wasn't big. It was small.
It was nice. I'm not going to say it's not, but those same butterflies have been there for 20 years.
See, I don't care about the interiors. I would just like the fact that I wasn't overwhelmed with choices. And so Jenny lives about, I don't know the mileage, but it's
hour
about
and 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it used to be an hour, but then the construction to get to her house from the outskirts of town has now become an hour and 20. And I don't think that's ever going to change anymore, because what happened is I've lived in this town for 8 years now. When we first moved out here, the corridor on 35 wasn't as built up. People still lived in San Antonio, or they lived in Austin, and there's a few towns in between, but it is becoming to the point that is becoming like there is no gap. Everything off the 35 is built up, and there's houses everywhere. There is no
Just a corridor all the way up.
It's between.
There's no farmland.
Yeah, no. It's like San Antonio, Schertz, New Braunfels, and then you might get a little bit of a short gap of farming, and then San Marcos is a very busy school town, and then you keep going up into Austin, and it's basically Kyle and Buda and Austin. Basically, there's almost no gap on this entire corridor.
People who live in Austin live all the way down here. Like, there's a reason.
We have people who work in San Antonio, who live in San Antonio, who work in Austin, because Austin is so outrageously expensive. The 35 corridor has needed high density traffic or high density speed rail of some type for years.
And every time it's come up, it has never passed.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the distance is the same. The time to travel it has increased. So she's not happy about it.
No. So anyways, back to the fun stuff. Yeah. Thrifting was fun for me, not for Jackie, but it was fun.
I enjoyed it by not having to go in, and you didn't make me, so I was very fine with it. I was fine.
And I drove. But Jackie's the worst wingman. She does not. Okay, all of this dead time that she's sitting in the car where she's listening to podcasts or whatever she's doing, right? Did she look up any restaurants for us to go try in this region? No, she did not. I get in the car, she's like, I'm dying, I'm so hungry. And I was like, okay, well, where do you want to go? I don't know, you pick. And I'm like, you've been here this whole time? You haven't figured that out? And she's like, no. Like, okay, I'm the one who ended up picking, and I don't even live in this area. I don't know what to go try other than the few places I've seen.
Anyways, I'm the person that looks across the road, says, that looks like a nice restaurant, let's go there. Jenny does not do that. Jenny's like, no. We don't know if that's a good restaurant. Let's look on Google. Let's look what they said. Like, really? You're going to check Google out for this? Like, okay, fine. James and Jenny are both look at the reviews. I'm just like, well, that restaurant looks fine. Let's go there. Are there cars in front of it? Is it open? Okay. Oh,
But we get to the ritzy part of town. We see the ice cream museum. I die. I want to go to it. Jackie's like, no, no, no. And then there's like a huge line to go park. And I'm just like, wow, this is. I mean, it's Saturday. It's okay. I get it. So we got princess parking. We were so very lucky. And then Jackie's like, you had to walk so far. We really didn't, but for Jackie, it was far. And I had a great time. Like we went to the LV store. I like LV
if
shoes.
they had the Takashi Murakami LV collab imagination with the panda, I would have bought it. I even text James, I want to buy this $400 thing. How can I pay for it? And he says, XYZ card. I'm like, okay. So I go there. I'm talking to the LV people. I actually really like the LV at the Domain much better than the one that's in San Antonio. So I go to this one and I'm talking to the doorman. You know that the doorman is a low person on the totem pole, right? Yeah. So this is my photo of me hanging out, sitting at the perfume or at a counter. Those are some lovely ostrich quill capucines, or yeah, capucines. So I'm in my LV bag, right? So I had this gorgeous bag with me. I'm in the LV store. Um, and so we go in there and I showed Jennifer the display of perfume. I only tried on the Imagination. Jen tried it on too. We both like it. And I showed her the panda bottle. They had one on display, but it was a broken lid so that you could atomize it. You just had to look at it. It's really cute. And I said, Jenny, how much would you pay for this? And she's like,
I said 250 to 300,
which is good because the regular bottle for 150 milliliters is $330, which is still pricey. But when they can get the refill of the bottle for 150, it makes it more, for me, more palatable, right? So then I sat over at the counter, talked to the guy. He's the door guy, mind you. The door guy is the meet and greet and assign you to the next SA guy, right? Or if you're waiting or meeting somebody. So can you help me? He's like, yeah, he says, do you have the Imagination Murakami perfume? Oh, yeah, I don't think we have that, but let me look. So he looks it up. Um, and he's like, yeah, we don't have it. So I said, the stuff that's over there is just for display. Because yeah. I'm like, okay, no worries. So I text James, they didn't have it. So I leave there and we go down to, Jenny was at the Lululemon. Lululemon was packed.
insane.
I walked in, I looked, did not see her, turned myself right around, walked right out, sat outside on a bench. I'm like, you cannot pay me?
Personally, I like free people movement better. It's
But
just my
Lululemon's
vibe.
more affordable.
They're the
isn't it?
same price,
Oh, are
honest to
they?
God. They're like so close in price, it doesn't even matter.
So then we went to Dior. This is the funniest part.
The shoes.
Jenny says the shoes at Dior were the best.
Yes, there was. Oh.
Yes, Katie. Jane sighed a breath of relief. Yeah.
I looked up. I said, Jackie, is that this bag over here? Is that the dupe? Is this your dupe for that? Yeah. And she goes, yeah. I'm like, this is great.
She didn't know that the Dior book tote was a thing. So she didn't know that I had
I just thought it was a cool bag. I didn't know it was a dupe.
It's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is like 150 versus the, I don't know, $3,000, Dior book tote, which is still beautiful. Wish we had the same, Jenny, we are the same style wise. Are we? Nice. Yeah. So Winnie agrees with you and free people more than Lululemon.
Cute.
Yeah.
Winnie, I like your taste too. So I profited from it. So
then we went to after Dior, and it was so funny to go in there because they were very kind, by the way. But it's I hate to say it. It was probably one of the most elegant interiors out of all the stores we walked into.
Which was one?
Huh?
Which store?
Dior.
Oh, yeah, it was beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. And the prints and the patterns, absolutely gorgeous. But it's not my vibe, y'all. And I love that some of the bags, I took a picture of one or two of the bags. I think it's beautiful. But I'm just like, I love an old lady bag.
Very conservative.
And I think those are even beyond church lady bags.
You're starting to say they're boring?
Very.
I like the fabric and the prints are beautiful.
Yes, but that is like too classy for me. I need brighter cartoon
It's
characters.
more like garden party.
Yes. It's garden party muted pastels and these beautiful beiges, and I like something my aunt would totally wear. You know,
Oh,
I'm like
totally.
totally would wear. It's not my vibe, guys. So then we just kept on walking down the street in the mall, and I think the next store we walked into,
You were crabby, so we went to Coach.
yeah, we just went straight to Coach at that point.
And it was packed. And we passed a lot of stores to get there, and they were not packed. And then you walk into Coach, and there's like 1,010,000 people. And I'm just like, I just want coffee. There's no way I'm waiting this line. I waited that line for 5 minutes. And I was like, I don't have the patience for this because I want to go see what's in the store. So I walked over to the merch wall for the coffee shop. And I want their sweatshirt, which I did take a picture of. But it was $175. And I was like, no, sorry. Peace out.
All this is Coach
I can't do it.
coffee shop.
It's a cute shirt, but I was like, can't do it. It was really nice fabric.
A coffee shop. It's funny, they have a security guard at the door at the Coach store because so many people are coming in and out. They really poorly designed this type of location to have a coffee nook. It's a coffee nook to the right side. You walk into the store, and to the right is this little there's three little tables.
It was poorly designed.
It's very poorly designed. I think it's designed
retrofit into it.
Yeah, retrofit. So it really needs its own entrance and exit so that people aren't lining up to queue for the coffee in the store next to all of the SLGs.
Dedicated space where it was not. It's together but separate because it felt too together, and the things were too close to the coffee.
Yeah,
and it's like I can see coffee spilling on those purses tomorrow.
Well, that's why that security dude was standing right there. And while we're there, this is Austin, y'all. People walk in with their dogs. It is a thing. So this guy came in with the cutest little French bulldog ever. He's like, I really wanted to go up to him. Can I take a photo of your dog? Seriously? But I was like, no, my back was screaming in agony at this point. So there was nothing. So I sat a little bit at the coffee shop, and then there was one tall stool open. And then Jenny was shopping in the store. She loves the sketch pattern, the new sketch release. I'll show you. She loves this one specifically. This is a little tote with all of them.
The problem is that the handle's bone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the color bone. So I will get oily hand, dirty print. No, I can't do it. But I love it. I also like the t-shirt. But who wears crop t-shirts? I don't. I can't. And I love that t-shirt. And the men's version, not as cute.
I'm not a huge fan of that collection, but that's fine.
I think it's adorable.
So I went in there. I almost bought the Gotham 24. But I'm like, no, Jackie, no, it's still full price. We will wait. If it goes on sale, it's meant to be. We will be patient. And I looked at the Bluebell, but it was so okay. So the front of the store where the coffee was, and in the middle of the store where the SLG's wallets and the register was, that's where people were. In the mid back to back where you have the ready to wear shoes and some of the other bags, crickets. We have
the men's section.
I guess it's considered the men's section. The shoes in front of the shoe wall, So we sat in front of there, and it was like, it was so nice. I was able to sit down. Christiana says, I adore dogs with all my heart, but I don't love when their owners bring them inside busy stores. Yes, right. Get Twilly for the handles. That's what Katie says for the Coach tote bag. If it gets them a scarf.
Okay.
It's just a little thin scarf. They're Twillies are what Hermes calls them. Bandos is what Louis Vuitton calls them. I just call them a skinny scarf.
So here's the silly part. Okay, show him this picture, Jackie, and then show him this picture. If I could have bought anything today, it would have been this sweatshirt in white.
This is the movement.
Free People Movement.
Yeah.
And then these balloon
jogging pants.
And it costs just as much as the bag. I would have bought this. I would have bought this before the bag.
So
just letting you know, I'm a clothes person.
So we went through the Coach store, and I said, Jen goes, I'm going to Anthropologie. I'm like, you have fun, girl. I can't. I'm walking up this hill to go back to the Neiman Marcus. It will take me the entire time you're in these stores.
At the Levi's store.
Oh, we went to Levi's before. Okay, so at Levi,
do you want me to find your bags?
Right here. So this is ridiculousness, guys. People here take them to in the grocery store, and I'm like, guys, I have a dog, love a dog, but she's okay long enough not to get groceries. No, I couldn't. I don't think in some cities you can't do this. I don't know how it is that people in Austin like, okay, it's fine with the dog.
Since 2020, it's been more acceptable.
This is the bag I bought today. This I've been seeing this ad on my feed forever. It is a Levi Strauss tote bag, and this was in the blue, the navy, white, and red, or navy, white, and green, and they have a red red and brown combo, but I really like this green one. They're having a 30% friends and family sale right now, so this bag normally is $50. I got it for like 35 or something with tax and everything. So guys, this is what I bought. The salesperson could not be kinder. He was very sweet. And he says, let me get you one from the back. And I almost got the other bag, which is more generic, and I can buy that at any time. But this is the tote that kept...
The other bag would be great if you personalized it at the store, because they had options to personalize at the store.
Yeah.
They had all kinds of fonts and lettering and all kinds of things that you could do. I was in love. I'm like, I'm bringing my husband back. He's going to get a denim jacket because he just needs one.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight. He's lost like 70 pounds. And so nothing fits. And so I'm like, we need something. It's going to be his Father's Day. I'm going to take the kids up. And they're going to ice cream museum.
So this is the thing that Jenny found me at the first thrift store.
I found it for me. Jackie stole it. You should have seen her face.
I was like, it is a Ralph Lauren polo CD case.
But the leather is so soft.
It is amazing. And I think it was a promo item for this person because it says in here, it says Doolittle Consulting. So I think it was a promo item this person got from working there, but you worked here really great. Well, the company buys stuff for their employees,
And I've seen people convert these into jewelry travel cases, which is why I've been looking for one, and that's how I found it. So you take the insert out, and then you modify, because it's leather. It's easy to work with, and there's a flap inside, so you can punch leather punches and do things with it. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that for this. I'm going to do earrings, and I'm going to do a necklace thingy. And Jackie's like, can I have it? I'm like, what are you going to do with it? So she's going to do Post-its, I think.
Yeah.
And
this is literally sewn in, though. I'm going to have to unsew the seam or pick the seam to take out this. It's not actually the inserts. Some of them have just like slide things in here, but I'm going to get a notebook. People have been using the passport books and they're getting inserts for them. I'm going to get an insert for a notebook and put this in and some Post-it flags in here. It says, this is a very awesome CD case, Scott. I agree with you. So Free People is so good. Katie says, I need to find Free People stuff oversized enough to fit me.
It is oversized. Yeah. Their large really is oversized. There are certain pieces are small, but a lot of it is. And that's part of their appeal.
I got Free People in the mall today. They have such good sneakers right now. Winnie, we walked by a Golden Goose.
I wanted to go in. Jackie would not let me go in.
I said, you can't look at those shoes. What was isn't Free People sold at Target too? Or Kohl's? No? I thought they were. That's why I was a little confused. Okay. Katie, yes, I have the girly pops are buying oversized. Looks like an A6. Thank you, Jolie. I'm going to try and find an A6.
What's an A6?
An insert for the other thing Jolie does is planners and plants.
Nice.
So she has she actually plans things. Jen says, can we just go live and talk about our day? I'm like, Jenny, that's all I ever do. So this is the bag I actually used. So I actually had this bag, using it in LV, taking it down to Coach, on my shoulder, extremely comfortable, fabulous carry. But then I went into the Levi store and I bought this.
And then she put her fabulous bag into her tote bag.
I put the fabulous Louis into the bag and I carried this bag. So what does it say about me that I love this tote bag so much? This $30 tote bag that I put Louis in the bag and was slinging this thing on my shoulder. I was like, this is awesome.
So Today, since I did not plan accordingly to do what I did yesterday, I really didn't have clothes with me. So I'm like, Jack, I have a whole bunch of sweatshirts in my car, but it's hot. And she's like, here's some jeans, here's some shoes.
I had
a shirt.
I had a pair of Lucky jeans I was hoping would fit me that they did not, that Winnie had gifted. So I said, Jenny, here's some Lucky pants from Winnie. Here's a Lucky shirt. The DNKY jean t-shirt I had, wear that. And she was wearing Coach sneakers. So she looked super cute. But do we feel a little underdressed a little bit today? Yes. Oh my gosh, the bags people were sporting at the Domain. Oh wow.
She didn't notice any of that.
Well, but you looked at their clothes, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but there's some people who were in like super cash. I never feel uncomfortable in what I'm wearing clothes wise because honestly, other than that one time I went to that job function where I was in a casual hoodie, that was maybe one step too far for cash. But anyway, at, in malls, I'm a fat girl. People don't look at me for like fashion inspiration. I did get a really good compliment on my glasses. And so I just wear what I like and I don't even care because this store isn't catering to me. I walk into Neiman Marcus, they're not looking at me to buy nothing because I don't fit nothing in that store. I can do cosmetics, shoes, and bags. Jewelry, perfume, like clothing. When I walk into the women up in that clothing section, the salespersons never say, "Hey, how may I help you?" Because they know they don't got a 3X. And even if they do have a 3X, Neiman Marcus 3X, designer 3X, it's not a 3X.
Keith, you missed it. Yes, we've already talked
December
about
party.
this.
Yes, but I do have an unboxing to do, and it's pretty epic. Yeah, we did talk about the Coach Cafe, Keith. I went there before, and I didn't really talk about it because the Tres Amigas, they actually went to the Coach Cafe, and they've done videos on it. So that's coming up in their video queue or whatever. So you'll see their perspective of the Coach Coffee shop.
Pretty shocked out. And we didn't get coffee. There's too many people in line. There's literally like 20 people in
Can you
line.
hand me that box?
Yeah.
Okay. So this box, my friend, it's pricey. It's been beat up a little bit. It's Adrian. Now I had a layaway with It's Adrian for the last 3 months or so, and he normally does not do layaways. So, guys, I'm a friend and a family member. It is totally not normal. Normally, people buy things from him. He does not offer layaway plans. I just said, hey, I really want this bag. There's no way I can do it all in one go. Can you let me make some payments? And when I pay it off, and he said, yeah, sure, no problem. Because, by this point, I said, Hadrian, if we lived in the same city, I'd be eating at your mom's kitchen. Because that's just their family. They're Filipino. They're fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fabulous. I mean, his mother cooks all the time, like all the time. When we talk food, it's like they just got back from.
That's the one kind of food that there's not a lot of in this region.
It's Filipino. Well, anyway,
Keith, we did not buy merch because it was too expensive.
They didn't have the pouches, by the way.
No,
They
I
were
wanted
already
a sweatshirt, but $175. I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't even see they had my size. I was like, I saw the price tag. I was like, no, thank you.
So
I like it though.
So we went. So I then this bag showed up. This bag that's in here showed up, and I said, Adrian, or can I switch out? I know you're held that for me to buy, but would it be okay if I bought this instead? Because I really could use this. This is the third computer bag out of the trifecta of bags I've been purchasing lately. So the tote I bought, I think, is too small. I have the tote, the Marc Jacobs tote is barely okay. I mean, it works, but it's just, yeah. The one I just got from Mad Bags is my favorite thus far, but I think this one is actually the one that's going to work. Jolie says, I got LL Bean in the mail today. Got some shirt dresses. I love LL Bean. I haven't seen, Jenny has some shirt dresses from Ralph Lauren that she loves.
Ralph Lauren fits me really well. I just hate their price tag. As you've noticed, my commentary is that I'm cheap.
Yeah. And Katie says the best Filipino food is mom's cooking.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not in a restaurant because they're never good in a restaurant, but it's great when it's somebody else cooks for you.
Okay, I'm gonna put this. Normally I use a
Box cutter.
box cutter, but I don't know where I put it. So we're just gonna manhandle this box. It's already beat up anyway.
It's a lot of tape.
There's a few things in here.
Well, this is not just a bag. What is all this?
There's a lot of stuff. I bought. This is over several
Transactions. Oh,
transactions.
you have another little grill thingy.
Oh yes, I do. It's not a drawing box. I know what it is. So let me see if I even
The
have.
blind box?
Some of them are. That one not. That one's actually a blind box, but it's already been open. So, oh, actually, this doesn't actually include the big bag. That still hasn't shipped yet, guys. So this is something I ordered before that. So there is a collection here of Labubu and a Kate Spade Minnie Mouse wallet. So I think that's the right thing, though. That might be it. Let's see. Maybe it's underneath that invoice. Okay. Why do I have Jack Bag Attack? Oh, this is a gift. Oh my God.
The snack tray
This
goes
is
on
the
top of your
snack tray
cup.
that goes on top of the
Tumblers.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know he was sending me this. I must have won this in one of the giveaways. That is so cool. This is an aftermarket version snack tray. This is awesome, Jenny. Do you want a snack tray? If not, I'll keep it. But
I don't use those.
you're the one with the collections. How much are they? I need a Labubu. So a regular Labubu macaroon, which are my favorite, are like $22.50. The Have a Seats, I think, are also $22.50. But they have a lot of special edition ones that cost a lot more. Like the one that Dawn has that's purple, I think that one starts at 40. Now the Coca-Cola ones should be 40, but I paid 60. Why did I open my mouth? Yes. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. How do I get them? I got mine through it's Adrian because he's a resell. He sells merchandise, right? So he buys them through Popmart. He normally stocks the TikTok shop on launch days and he gets them from Popmart. You can also get them off Amazon Popmart store. It's very hard to get because they sell out very fast. But I've gotten two from the Popmart Amazon and one from Popmart and everything else is from a reseller. Because I live the closest Popmart to me is in Dallas and I'm not driving down.
Road trip. There's like 3 things I want to go up there for.
We still haven't gone to that one museum yet.
Kidalando? Kidalando Museum?
Oh, you want Francis, didn't you?
And the Kimball Art Museum.
Yeah. You still haven't gone? Okay, that's on the list of things to do. James and I will go with you because we both love art museums. So some of my friends do not enjoy the art. So this is something that came up on a sale, and my friend Jennifer, she's on here. She said, "Jackie, you need this." I'm like, I know I need it, and I knew I've seen this collection so many times, but I never bought it because I have a feeling a lot of this collection that Kate Spade did is PU leather, but sometimes you just have to let it go and just join. It's a Saffiano. It looks like a Saffiano exterior, but it's a Minnie Mouse. Look at this cool little ID slot right here, and it's just it has a coin, and it has the polka dot Minnie Mouse polka dot. You know, a lot of this one actually Kate Spade Minnie Mouse Disney collab. Let's see what the Minnie Mouse Kate Spade, does it show the materials? This one is made in the Philippines.
Okay, so I have a story where Jackie's looking at that. I was in Amsterdam at the State Museum. I can't remember how to say its name. Rhine Museum. Anyways, it was like 5 years ago. I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. And I went with my friend and I went with my little sister and it was a side trip. We were actually staying in Belgium. And I wanted to go to this museum. That's the whole reason why I agreed to even go to Amsterdam. And let me just tell you, it got cut short. we had we had breakfast in the museum. Phenomenal. We went our separate ways because I had certain things I wanted to go see. Lace being one of them, swords being another one of them, and so we went different ways. So my friend grabbed an edible as we were walking to the museum, ate the entire edible while we were in the museum, and security had to escort her and find me. How embarrassed was I. Let me just tell you, we were only there for 4 hours. I could have spent the entire day there. I was livid. I was very polite about it. Doesn't mean I was not angry. I was like, dude, do you know how much stuff I wanted to see? I was like, I am never traveling with you again. And since then, we have not traveled together because she's just too difficult. Yeah. But that was not a fun event for me.
I don't know what the material is. It has tags, but it doesn't say. But this is a Saffiano, and I'm pretty sure this is not a leather. I'm pretty sure this is PU leather bow with a if I'm lucky, Saffiano wallet. But a lot of the Kate Spade, Minnie Mouse collection, Disney collections are going to be PU leather. Kind of like my elephant exterior is leather, but the interior is PU.
The silver?
Yeah, the lining is PU, but the exterior, which is bad because the lining is what will flake and peel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wings of Fortune is around $42, says Katie.
What is the Wings?
That's the purple Labubu. And Apple Blossom says, I love going to art museums. I usually go myself since not many of my friends are not, I mean, many of them are not interested. Same problem here. Katie says the physical Poshmark stores, if they're anything like mine and sold out of Labubu, they have them on display, but sold out. It's frustrating. Yes. Hello, Ravi. Let me see. I got some big things on my phone. Yes, you can open it. Oh. Ooh.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. I'm just making sure that this is what happens all the time. So when I tell you, when you're like, Jackie, what are you doing? And I say live, this is how I'm answering you. So this, I know what this one is. This is two of a set. And you get the look. I got it's super cool bow. This is so neat. This is cute. This is right here.
I didn't know what Poshmark
Is a store, like kind of like Funko, but it's Popmart. It's actually out of Malaysia, and most of the Labubus are made in. I know, Jenny. I know. So it's a blind box. So you see on the side, uh, these are the two versions, and there's a secret, right? So Hadrian bought these, and he sold them for me with a $20 markup because they're $40 because it's it is. How did he? Oh, he didn't open it because he opened it from the bottom and then he glued it so we could have the experience. So if you want to open the tab, you don't know what's in there. I know what's in there. I need the little card.
I thought it was a sticker.
And she dropped it like a pro. This is the one I bought because I have the other one, which I already knew what it was.
What is this?
That is
the inside.
Yeah, this is the desiccant, and we think that's in there so people don't shake it to think it's the secret because the secret is actually a whole can with a Labubu sticking out of it.
No, I'm not a fan of this monster. It's not my monster, but I am a fan of Coke. So cute. It makes me want to be a fan.
I'm gonna have to get it a little cage so I can use it as a bag charm because she's white, yeah. And all the Labubus are she's except for one. So Momo is the only boy. So Labubu, they're all
This monster from.
it's a made up monster. This guy wrote a book about a monster who tried to do the right thing and he always always something wrong happened or something. Did he have a hat in there? Does he supposed to have a hat?
Wait.
Yeah, he said no, the hat's on the other one. So this is the one without the hat. So anyway, it's a monster that tries to do right, means well, good-hearted, always ends up doing the wrong thing. Happenstance, but they can't find the book anymore. So it's just really a cute monster that kind of looks like where the wild things are, but it's really
It does look like the wild things.
But the guy who invented it based it on the Smurfs.
Oh,
yeah, because Smurfs are a Swedish myth. So here's another thing we have to open. Adrian, it's Hadrian is the seller. Vadrian is his assistant, and they do all the packing. I don't know if Vadrian's a she or a he, but they always go by they. So they do all the packing and shipping. Really pro.
And they do a beautiful job.
Yeah. So this should be the Coach clutch I bought.
What's the sticker say on the front of yours?
What's this?
Oh,
Thank you.
Mine, this one is not.
Okay. So this. Is this. Isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful blue, long wallet. I love the way it looks. It has its own little hang tag. It should have a wristlet.
Oh, it's Coach.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Coach. It had the little wristlet. This is the version that came out like 10 years ago. Let me see what the creed says. I really like this. I think it's really elegant and super pretty. It still has its tag in there.
It's very slim.
Oh yeah, it's a slim little wallet. So it originally sold for $145, and it was called the Pull Cuff Clutch Wristlet.
It's pretty elegant.
Yeah, it's very. And originally it sold for $149 or $148. I wish I could understand their SKU numbers by date. Sometimes they'll have a date in there, but there's an X marks the spot. I think this was a sample sale maybe, or I don't know. That's an odd place to have an X. So anyway, this is just a really cute cash wallet. I like the way it closes. I'll show you this. This is when they have a leather inside. There's a little bit of textile here with the CCs, and then you have to close it like that. It's a very, very pretty wallet. I really like this because you could just use this as a wristlet wallet. It's a little too narrow to be a tech wallet, but it's very cute. I just had to get it. It was $45. I mean, yeah,
great.
it's a great price. So for something that sold for $150 when it's new. So the last item.
What I like, it says, "Thank you for your purchase. May it be a long-lasting favorite item for you." You like it?
Oh yeah, this is the last thing. It just was an invoice. This is the last thing. So this I had story time. I had this most beautiful, beautiful Mahina leather Louis Vuitton bag on layaway. It was a very good price, extremely good price.
With Michelle?
No, with Adrian. And the problem of it is I needed a computer bag that could fit my computer and my textbooks. My computer bags fit my computers. It doesn't fit my computers, my books, and my notepad books. Like if I have to carry everything, it does not fit everything. I really think this is going to be the one. And I actually thought this was a different size. So let's take a look and see oh yeah, I remember this now. Okay. Some people will think I'm crazy. Like, you didn't want to buy the Louis Vuitton, but you bought that. Yes, I sometimes think it's completely crazy too. But that Louis Vuitton hobo was very much like the Dolce & Gabbana bag that I don't have anymore, that if you remember, with that beautiful silver with that woven leather, that was heavy, but it's kind of a very weird, too slouchy hobo. So it's not a hobo I could use for work. It's just a fun bag to use, right? So this I wanted because I could use for work. You are going to be floored when you see this. And I knew when I was looking at when he showed it, because he didn't know anything about this bag, but he does a lot of comps and he does very fair pricing. He does it for, he has to keep the inventory, so he'd rather get the inventory cycling in and out versus staying with something forever. Y'all know this is actually the right size. I just dropped the strap. This is the Field Tote 40. Y'all.
From who?
Coach. They don't make this bag anymore. This is the one that is the woven leather. So each of those ribbons, those are front side, back side of strips of leather. So you can see where it's a little fuzzy, that is the suede side. Where it's smooth, that is the front side. When these first came out, were so expensive.
This is a great size.
Yes, and that's going to be perfect. This is the strap it has. It's going to be perfect for my computer with my books, my textbooks.
You know that bag you saw today that you really, really want? Matches perfectly with this.
Which one? The one?
Army green one? The camera one?
Yeah. So this is they don't make the Field Tote anymore, and I'm sad they don't, because I think it's one of the best bags they've ever made. When this was brand new, I could not afford it. Literally could not afford it. This is a more expensive bag in the field tote family than the regular field totes, and it's because of the woven leather part. And the smooth leather takes less work. It's just smooth leather in one sheet. This is actually a woven, textile moved into a made into another textile. Ooh, it's very, very nice. Ideal size, great color, texture of the pattern is eye-catching. Yeah, so normally when you see these, I only see these in the mm, cranberry color. I don't like the cranberry color. This, and they had a tan white cream one, really nice. But this one in the blue, I was just like, but it's a huge, ginormous tote, so you have to want to use this for work. I mean, honestly, I don't see people using this as a shopping thing.
Use it for school.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tote bag. It's literally a tote bag. So I paid $300 for this.
Oh, that's a good price.
It's an amazing price. These are very expensive when these first came out. The small version of this sold for $100. I don't even know how much this one sold. I wish Morella was here. She would know. But that is the end of my It's Adrian. That was several months worth of payments. And this was 45 and the wallet I dropped was, let's see if I have the wallet. Okay, no. The clutch, yeah, the wallet was 45 and the Kate Spade wallet was $40. And that's what I had purchased in last month, earlier in the month. You say cranberry. I love zombie. Yeah, it definitely looks like it will fit the zombie the cranberries.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I really liked my little cute wallet. Now, will I use this one? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm using a small one right now. I'm using a Minnie Mouse one right now. You didn't see it, did you? What I used today?
It's over here. There's too much stuff to get it. No worries.
So I'm using a wallet this size already today, but I do switch in and out of my wallets. I have bought more SLGs this 2025 than I have actually had all of, I think. Well, that's an exaggeration, but I have bought more SLGs recently than I have in the last 2 years than I have like the whole rest of my life.
What's SLG?
Small leather goods.
That's true. You don't usually buy.
I normally buy bags. Like for $45, I can buy a bag, but I can't buy a Kate Spade Minnie Mouse wallet. So I make exceptions for my extreme fandom issues. So when you love a thing, you love a thing, right? Oh, Marilla's here. Oh, Marilla. Do you remember how much this bag was when it first came out? This is the Field Tote 40 in the woven denim leather. It's gorgeous. And I got this for $300, which I still think is an absolute bargain. It's the same price you pay for the medium, the tote from Marc Jacobs and the canvas. Like you can't even buy the leather, the medium, the tote for $300. So this is I'm using this for my computer work bag because if I have to carry my textbooks, this bag will fit. This bag will fit everything. It might be super darn heavy. Yeah, around 600. Yeah, because this used to be super expensive before they went up higher. Now it's kind of okay. You can find $600. I think that's almost like the walk in the door price at this point with Coach. A lot of the bags, like, okay, that's exaggerating. I mean, 300 and up tends to be where Coach is in Bagland. I'm just I'm just a fool for you. Okay, what song lyric is that from? Winnie and Jolie are throwing each other lyrics. So Winnie's saying, "We will have to let it linger, Jolie." Around 600
from the cranberries.
B. Zombie. You've got me wrapped around your finger. So anyway, this is my new work tote that will fit my workbooks, and I won't always use this one. I'm actually the best work bag I have for my books actually is that Jack's Bag Attack book tote, but it's without a shoulder strap. It's very difficult to carry. So I'm gonna bedazzle that one and have it be my mascot over here. So anyway, that was our day. We had a very packed day of nonstopness, and Jen's gonna spend the night again, and we're gonna have breakfast tomorrow, and then she'll go home.
James made us dinner.
Yeah, James, he made us ribs. He makes the best ribs, and he made vegetables that I didn't eat
because I brought them. And you're right, she didn't eat them. And James and I had a whole conversation about veggies. You apparently don't like veggies. You like
love very,
certain veggies.
I like very specific veggies, pretty much all the ones he doesn't like.
So
So
what do you like?
I like dark green leafy vegetables more. I do like broccoli, but I like the way I make broccoli. Caitlin makes the best broccoli. We'll eat broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and green beans, and I'll make soup a lot, but as a vegetable side, peas are my favorite. Peas are not exactly healthy. What I found was all my favorite vegetables are bad for you because peas have a lot of they're good, but they're higher in sugar. Carrots are higher in sugar. So all my favorite vegetable probably would have to be cauliflower, but I don't like the way most people eat cauliflower. I like it steamed, and so basically, he's right. I don't like vegetables. Like if you go places, it's always green beans or asparagus
Because every time I see
or
salad, you're like,
squash.
no.
I do like salad. I just don't want to make salad and eat it here because we never eat it here.
Mhm.
I'll eat salad in a restaurant all day long. You know, it's so good. Remember, I said, "Oh no, I don't." I don't get that. Winnie, your Kiss Lock is awesome. Winnie bought the coolest and most amazing Kiss Lock bag. It's the giant Kiss Lock bag. And not only did she score this limited, hard to get release, she got it at retail cost, not above list from a scalper. She got it for cost. For Dillard's, it's like dangerous, you know. Peas and carrots are super starchy. Yes, I like starchy vegetables. That's the problem. And I said, and James likes to remind me all the time that Jackie, corn is not a vegetable. I'm like, fine, but it's the only vegetable I like. Cute Wendy coin purse. Brussels yum. I love the color is so good. Yeah, that pink is really pretty. That pink is really pretty. It's a very beautiful bag. When we were in the store, I actually did get to see the Hampton that I have coming in I think and you're right, it is small, but I think it's going to be okay. It's very slim. It's not something you can carry much in at all. I get it now. But the Jackie bag was like that too. Oh, guys, I saw in the Neiman Marcus, Celine, Chanel, they had this amazing denim hobo. I asked him, is that 10 grand? He goes, no, it's not quite that much. Is that the 25? And then I looked at it again. It's not the 25. It looks like the new 25, but it's not the 25. It has front pockets and side pockets. It's just their hobo. It was $5,800.
Show them the picture.
And I said to Jenny, if I could buy anything and money was no object, I'd buy that one.
We had that conversation in the car. I said if I could have bought anything today, what would it be? Now the Free People Movement jogging set that I could have bought if I really wanted it. I didn't want it that much. I don't like buying full price, but also it's white, and I'd cry if something happened to it. But she says, "What would you have bought?" And I said, "Oh, I hands down Lucchese boots, hands down."
This. Go a little closer.
Yeah, it's focused now.
This bag was $5,800. It's denim quilted Chanel. I totally thought this was the most pretty thing. The color of blue. Now it's not as pretty as my Duval, yes, or Deville, but it's still
It's totally Jackie.
absolutely gorgeous. And I don't even like gold hardware.
You don't?
No,
I do.
I wear nothing but sterling.
That's true.
I don't, but I also looked at this tote, which was $1,800 at Celine.
I think it's pretty.
But look at that beautiful CC logo. I ordered my black Wanda 2 weeks ago, and she went, "Oh, nice! That's so cool." It's adjusting Jackie, so it should be fine. The green hobo, yeah. I think the strap was fine. It actually was whole. It's not as comfortable on me as the Juliet, but I think that's a function of I was trying on an empty bag. We all know, put your stuff in the bag. When you try on a bag, put your stuff in it, put it on your shoulder. That's how you know. You know, because that's pretty much how you figure out you don't like something pretty fast. And this bag I thought of Winnie. Winnie, I thought of you. This is a Stan bag from Marc Jacobs, one of the new versions of it. It's beautiful. I've been trying to buy a vintage version of this forever, and I never can. I probably never will since they re-released this. Um, like facial, that's insane. Oh yeah, I mean $5,800 for a bag. Like take off a zero, and I'd still have to rob Peter to pay Paul to buy it. So yeah, 1,500 doesn't exist. That's like, nope.
That's called the cruise to Alaska.
That was our car. That was how much the minivan was. We bought it for like the friends and family discount, but I think we got that van for like $3,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we put a lot of money into it, but
Mhm.
we paid someone $3,000 for that. I mean, that's car money. Cute. I love purse piece. Winnie, purse piece does not exist. Does
Does
not
Winnie have purse
exist.
piece?
She does now, she says, but that's only because the next launch has not launched and a new thing hasn't showed up.
So for me, when it comes to clothing, I am a fanatic. I love things, but there is some seasons that are you love everything, and some seasons you like nothing. So that's for me. Like there's sometimes I want everything I see, and I'm like I want nothing for 6 months. It just depends on what's being made.
Anyway, my Benadryl has just kicked in hard.
She took 2.
So I need to go to bed. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This has been a fun day. My back is in agony. I can't do this very often, but at least Jenny is pretty tolerant and cool with looking at stuff without me, and she'll just send me photos and I'll be in the car, yes, no, and then she'll show me stuff when she gets in the car, and then we just go from place to place, and it's still fun. It's just different from when I can walk with her. But it was a fun day. Jen, we're going to do it again. She actually liked the domain enough that she says we'll go back. I'm like, really? Because I already promised James we'll never go back there. So if I go back there, it's with you.
There's an espresso shop, and I want to go into it.
And we only went to one part of the domain. There's a huge amount we didn't go to, you know. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be on live tomorrow with Jolie Loves It at 7, maybe 6. I don't know. Jolie wanted to change the time. It depends on when the birds have to go to sleep, because she has to wake up with them and then put them to nest at night too. There are a lot of work.
Jolie has birds.
She has 3 chickens. They're so cool. Yeah, she has like a homestead. She has like orchard growing and vines and grapevines growing, and she has an interior hydroponics thing. I mean, really, it's pretty dang cool.
We're going to bed.
Bye, guys.
Well, you are. I'm not.